Do we have a makeup or a breakup here? Got an email where his husband is a little upset because his wife wants to separate the finances. The big question is why, and does she have a good point to do it? In his email, he said, my wife and I recently celebrated our 5th anniversary. When we got married, I was the breadwinner, and she was an educator. 2 years ago, she left her teaching job and started doing OnlyFans.
Oh, wow.
I turned.
Up until this time, we had a joint checking account. What I made, I would share with her evenly. Now that she is the breadwinner and is making easily 3 times what I am, and after the money started rolling in, I noticed that it wasn't making it to our joint checking account. She justified that if it was her money, that she should be the one that has the control over it. Now, she is helping with the household expenditures by paying half, but that is all of her money that I ever see. I asked her if she realized how that looked and felt to me, and she doesn't seem to care. I said if that was her attitude, then she should at least pay the proper percentage of our expenditures to reflect her available income. Even that has been a fight. My resentment has been growing over the last few years, and it now has hit a head. My wife wants to go on this expensive 10-day vacation to the south of France in August, and I can't even get that many days off from work, and I'm going to have to come back early all by myself. But the part that really bothers me is that she wants me to pay half of the cost. This trip is more than I would like to spend on a vacation, and it's going to be hurting me more than it's going to be hurting my wife financially. She can actually do some work on her vacation, and she could just write this whole thing off. I think marriages should feel equal, even if one person makes more money than the other, and I don't feel that equity right now. Is it time to demand a change or a divorce?
This is simple math. All you do is you put what she makes per month in a pot, and you put what you make per month in a pot, and you figure out what percentage she brings in and what percentage you bring in. And that's how you split the bills. If she's making 65% of the money, then she pays 65% of the bills, household and vacation.
Yep.
It's very easy.
Right, and that's what he's seeing, and that's what he wants.
And if she won't agree to this, you know what? She's a stinky hoe, and you got to leave her.
This is such a breakup for the bird. I don't need to even hear anymore. This would be divorce time for me.
It's percentage.
I couldn't be with some. First of all, when she wasn't making that much money, she was playing by a different set of rules. But as soon as things changed for her, she changed the rules completely.
That's what I hate the most.
That's what. Well, yeah, that's not marriage.
It used to be whatever he made, she got half of it to go play and have fun with. And now that she is the breadwinner, it's like, no. I got a separate account. This is my money. You still get to play with yours because you get enough. You'll be fine because I'm not going to be taking your money anymore. But he's like, well, okay, but when we do a vacation like this, wouldn't you make up the extra and make it easy for me? I mean, it shouldn't be a 50-50 split on that.
Yeah, they need to have a really serious talk and deal in numbers only and percentages of income only. It's cut and dry. It's black and white. Mm-hmm. You pay your percentage of what you bring in.
They need to have a serious talk with a divorce attorney.
Jamie said they both suck. Why do they both suck?
Who said that?
She said they both suck. Let them stay together so they don't go back into the wild.
Jamie in the chat room hates love, though, so she might have...
I'd just like to see, I'm like, where does he suck in this? Because I think his complaints are valid.
His complaints are very valid.
I don't think he's done anything at all wrong.
If anybody sucks, I think it's kind of her.
I agree. I think she sucks.
Yes.
Yeah.
It pains me to say that, but the woman is wrong in this scenario.
And it's not even about money. It's about respect.
Yeah, of course.
And that's really what it comes down to. And there's a massive lack of respect, even aside from the finances. And that's what shows you that. So, yeah, I agree. Go on. Okay, what about this one? This person can't stand their boyfriend's constant slurping. Says, I'm dating a guy who is honestly a total catch. Attractive, funny, sweet. But there's one thing that's absolutely wrecking my attraction to him. He eats like a man raised by wolves. He slurps everything. He chews with his mouth wide open. And he makes noises that could clear a room. I brought it up at least 3 times, gently. And he either laughs it off or says, that's just how men eat. He had dinner with my family last week, And now they're all secretly calling him slurps. My mom even asked me, all dead serious, she said, so are you okay with that long term? Now, look, I don't want to break up over this, but I can feel myself getting turned off more every time we eat together. And I'm honestly considering secretly recording him so he can see how bad it is. But that feels a little shady. Do I risk embarrassing him to fix it or accept this is just who he is?
Nah, you got to sit down. You got to be honest. And you have to kind of maybe be a little bit more honest and go, this is the 4th time we're having a talk now. My parents are calling you slurps behind your back, dog. Something's got to change.
And make it about, I want to be turned on by you. And you doing this makes me way less turned on. In fact, it makes me turned off. Mm-hmm. Do you want to turn off your girlfriend so that she's not interested in hooking up with you?
Some people don't care, though. And you're right. You may be with somebody who does not want to make an adjustment. And if you're with somebody on any level that's not going to make an adjustment, especially slurps, I don't know if you want to be with slurps.
Well, the one thing that I noticed too is sometimes I think you're never going to be with somebody that's perfect. They're going to have odd little things. But I found that when you truly do love somebody, you kind of accept that and you're like, that's part of them. And it almost becomes an attribute rather than a detriment. And when you start getting annoyed by somebody, when I've been in relationships like that, I knew it was the beginning of the end. Because you realize it's just not all the way there.
Do you think, okay, if let's say this scenario was going on and the slurping started to annoy you in the beginning, should you go ahead and address it and say, look, this is annoying me. Mm-hmm. And if it keeps going on, I feel like I might leave our relationship. I mean, it's honest.
I think she's done what she needs to do. I don't, and he doesn't care to make any kind of adjustments. He's like, this is just who I am. And then when you start realizing that, to be like, I don't love who he is. And maybe you need to keep looking because this is probably not the guy for you. That's why I think it's a breakup.
I mean, we are cool with slurpees, but slurps, come on.
Yeah. Oh, you should have heard me yesterday getting down on them crawfish. You would have hated it.
But that's different. You probably were doing that alone.
I was alone.
See, that's a different situation.
I have to be alone when I do that much damage.
I would never eat a bowl of cereal in front of Honeyface because I turned into just this creature.
Slurps.
I turned into slurps, and I know that. I know that's going to probably turn off anybody, so I'm going to slurp it on my own.
You should want to remain sexy to your partner, and if slurping turns them off, you got to make an adjustment. And if you don't, I think it means you don't care.
Well, you're right. There are some things that you might not be able to make an adjustment, and you still love that person. This is something slurps can make an adjustment on.
Yeah.
He can eat food without slurping constantly.
He doesn't care to.
No.
Yeah, that's why I think it's a breakup. Sorry to hate on love today, but that's just kind of the way it goes.
Sometimes you got to hate on love.
Need to know if you need to stay in your relationship or not? Send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com.